everybody, and welcome back to our table. I'm so excited to be back. I just wanted to thank you all for being here. Thank you to all of our subscribers and followers. We're having so much fun in the Discord. And I just wanted to give a special thanks to our community. Mary had such a good time on the stream. She was reading through the comments and checking out the Discord and just remarked what an amazing community it was out there and how positive and supportive everybody was. And I just wanted to thank you all for creating that alongside of us. I really, really appreciate it. But let's get into it. Say hello, players.
Hello, players.
Hi.
Hello.
Rufus, would you like to start us off with a bit of a recap of last episode?
I feel like I'm in school.
You are.
I wrote a diary entry.
Amazing.
I'm sorry if it's too long. Dear Diary, today was the day we had to chaperone the snail man around the campus. I don't know what I was expecting a snailologist to be, but this was not it. His name is Herman Lerman, which doesn't sound real. To be fair, neither does his occupation. We sat through a lecture of his about snails, which I found to be incredibly complicated for a lecture about snails. And then we were forced to take a test on the lecture, which no one passed. Mr. Lerman then asked us to take him to the library to obtain a map of the flail snail sanctuary. None of us had been yet, so we had to stop a student who we learned was named Mark. I enjoyed Mark and remember everything about him and would love to see him again. Hank showed us to the library, which, to my surprise, is also a soup dispensary. I didn't see how there was any place for that much steam inside a library, of all places, but I digress, Diary. The person serving the soup at the library had the most peculiar mustache. It sat above their nose and between their eyebrows. Fascinating.
God,
I did not partake in the library soup, but we continued upstairs to find the flail snail map. I must say, despite his odd nature, Mr. Lerman can certainly talk his way into getting what he wants. We obtained the map with no problems at all. I did ask the librarian for an original copy of the first yearbook from the school. They put in a request for me, so hopefully I'll get my hands on that. We then departed from the library to follow this map. I wasn't even aware there was a sanctuary on campus, but maybe it's because it was so far away. We walked for nearly a half a day, in the process running into the ranger station. The ranger we spoke to was, to be honest, giving off major murdery vibes. They seemed way too aggressive and violent to be a ranger and a university, but he did help us find and stop some poachers who were attempting to steal some flail snails. Without too much issue, we surprised the hunters on their way to the sanctuary and stopped them in their tracks. Poor bird was injured quite badly, but made it out okay. Diary, as a side note, I'm starting to get a bit scared of jeeps. I know he's here to protect me. I just didn't realize how many weapons that man actually has. I wrote this at 2:30 in the morning. I don't remember what I wrote. Anyway, we continue on to find the sanctuary, leaving the 3 captured poachers with our ranger friend, not before making sure that he would not murder them. This seemed to be impossible to explain to him. Again, maybe he should not be employed at a college university. Now, Diary, I must say I was completely shocked when we entered the snail sanctuary, shocked by its beauty and timelessness. There was an ethereal air in that place that I've not experienced before. Herman explained that what we were seeing was the flail snails mating, that they would enter these pools and sort of deconstitute. Mr. Lerman said that when they deconstitute for a moment, they are both one and many, and I found that to be very touching. I managed to take a bit of a sample of the snail sludge with me, but when I did, Diary, I touched a bit and I had the most wild vision. It was of a man, I think. He looked like me. He was watching someone else. I couldn't quite tell. It was a brief vision, but I left very confused. We left the sanctuary after that and delivered Mr. Lerman back to the university entrance. Mr. Lerman told me to contact him so that we can figure out what happened in my vision. He seems to know more about this strange science. So we bid him farewell and off he went. I know I said he was a strange man, Diary, but I like Herman Lerman. And if anyone reads this, I want you to self-combust, Diary. P.S. I have started reading Mr. Lerman's books privately, and I can say that his first 2 works, Thoughts and Reflections on Snails Who Are Going Through Puberty, Volumes 1 and 2, aren't as bad as I expected. The third one, Guns of Passion, which was a mystery crime novel for some reason, was a bit of a disappointment and seemed to contradict all the facts stated in his previous 2 books. I'll write more tomorrow. Jeeps just brought me my nighttime mask.
Amazing. Amazing. No, that was an incredible recap. Well done.
That was a 2:30 in the morning rant is what that was.
I love it. All right, friends. So you have dropped off. You've dropped off Herman Lerman. He goes down the hill, and now you're back at your dorm. The sort of day is over. You all sort of head to bed, and you wake up in the morning. Is there anything that you would like to do immediately this morning, or of course this is including your calisthenics, which I'm sure you do in the morning, Tisryn. Is there anything you'd like to do right away, or just sort of carry on your day and see what happens?
I try to look for boundaries.
Roll a perception check.
Oh God.
5.
5. You're standing in the sort of open quad area. There's a few tables, but you don't see any sort of high walls or fences or anything. So your boundaries, you're still searching for those, but they'll come.
I take to heart what Herman Lerman said to me.
You are all sort of in your single room and kind of getting ready for your day. And there is a knock at your door.
Hello?
You open up the door, and in the doorway is the face of Ahmed Rast, the half-orc, sort of thin and lithe. He's wearing this striped black and white silk suit. And you sort of catch this same perfume of crushed flowers. And he's got sort of purple hair that's combed back. And he says, hey, Tisryn, what's going on, man? I was actually looking for Rufus and Tuyen. Are they here?
Mm-hmm. Rufus,
Hi.
Tuyen, especially you.
Hey, it's nice to see
yet.
you again.
Yeah.
You're looking dapper. What's with the suit?
Well, could you actually just give me 1 second? I just needed to do something for Rufus really fast, if that's all right. Just hang tight. Just hang tight.
Okay.
Rufus, do you want to come with me?
Not really. What? What is it? Can you tell me what's happening or no?
Well, I got to bring you to your new room.
Oh. Okay. Okay. Right. I guess I can come back for my things in a second. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. I just wanted to show you down. I'll be right back. And he walks out. He leads you down a flight of stairs, and sort of almost directly below where you were, he pulls out a key and opens a door into a 1-bedroom dorm room. There's a bed, there's a small wooden desk, a wooden cabinet. It's definitely not like a nice room, but you can tell that it has been recently cleaned. It doesn't seem like there's dust, and it doesn't smell too bad there. And on the desk, there is a bottle of wine and a note.
Can I go look at that?
Yeah, you sort of rip open this little note, unfold it, and it says, Rufus, I hope you find this room satisfactory for the time being. I've put in a request to find something more suitable and well-appointed for you at the Bailey School of Finance and Equity, but have yet to hear back. I'll alert you if I hear anything more. All the best, PA.
Right. Okay. Great. I guess. I guess I'll go and get my things and bring them in here. This is good. This is good. This is great. Thank you. Sorry. What was your name again?
You turn around and Ahmed is not there anymore. And
one.
Back in the main room, Tuyen, you see Ahmed step back in, and he says, "Hey, I was wondering if you actually might want to play a quick game of cards with me. It's kind of my thing." And he pulls out a pack and begins to sort of shuffle them in his hand.
Yeah, sure. Anything for you.
Yeah. Oh, well, right on. It's a game called it's a quick, easy game called tens, or it's called 12s. And the idea is to get to 21 without going over. It's pretty simple. It's a simple game.
Why is it called 12s if it's 21?
because you roll. He says he looks directly to the camera that's following him and says, "Because you roll d12s," and then looks back to to that. He like goes over to a desk and starts shuffling these cards, and he says, "Look, usually you'd bet money or something like that, but I was thinking maybe we could bet something else."
What did you have in mind?
Well, my thought was, and look, I don't know, but I thought if I win, then you have to take me out on a date, and if you win, then I have to take you out on a date.
Yeah.
Yeah?
That sounds like a really fair game, and I'm definitely open to that.
All right. Well,
Are you okay, Tisryn?
I'm going to go to the roof.
All right. I'll see you later.
Tisryn, do you just jump out of the window? Tisryn, Ahmed sort of turns and watches as Tisryn jumps out of the window and then momentarily flies back up. Okay, Tuyen, let's play 12s. Here's how you play. You roll 2d12, and you can keep rolling d12s. You're trying to get as close as you can to 21 without going over. It's kind of like blackjack, but with dice. Maybe. I don't really know how to play blackjack very well. So we'll play best two out of 3. So
Okay.
go ahead and roll 2d12.
I think these are the D12. Yeah. Okay. I got 13.
13. So you can keep rolling till you get a higher number closer to 21, but if you go over, you automatically lose.
Okay.
It's up to you. You can Ahmed rolled. He's got his numbers set, and so you can.
Okay. I'm gonna try again. Oops, that was the wrong one. Sorry. Got 14. I'm gonna go again.
All right.
I'm taking a risk here. Got
I never looked at
11.
Anthony's face for this long.
So
I'm gonna go again.
So wait, hold on. So you got 14 plus 11.
Oh, I'm adding them?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, so then I passed 21 already.
All right. So
Yeah.
so you
Yeah.
go over 21. You kind of flip your cards over. Ahmed flips his cards over with an 18. He says, "One game to me. Let's play again." So yeah, roll those dice together or add them together.
And adding them together. Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
I have to do math. Okay.
Sorry, man. I didn't mean to. All right, let's see.
I got 14.
12.
That means I
Tisryn
think
is
I'm just
not
gonna
have a
keep the
stroke.
14.
A 14. You flip over a 14. Ahmed flips over a 20, and he smiles at you and says,
Wow.
"Well, I think that means I won. So, I guess that means you kind of owe me a date. Is that right?"
Yeah. When and where?
That's up to you, actually.
Okay.
That's not my problem because I won. So,
Got it.
up to you.
Did you get all dressed up just for me?
Maybe not. I don't know. Anyway,
Wow.
you can find me over at the Bailey School.
Okay.
Whenever you're ready, I'll be over there. You can find me there.
Okay.
Tuyen, will you take another positive relationship point with Ahmed Rast?
I hate him.
Me or him?
Him. No, him.
It's too chill.
Ugh.
You
Thanks
have
for-
your...
Hi, Ahmed. I'll see you again soon.
Yeah, I'll see you later. I hope Rufus likes the new room, and I hope your other friend Tisryn. I hope he's okay because he sort of just jumped out the window. I hope I didn't do anything to offend him.
Oh no, he's a quirky guy.
Definitely. And he takes off.
So from the roof, I can see that he left.
Yeah, you a moment or two passes by, maybe like 5 or 10 minutes, and you sort of see him walk out the front door and walk into the courtyard and start heading like northeast.
I swoop back into the room. What was happening?
Lots and lots of flirting, Tisryn.
Oh.
Lots of flirting.
I'm so confused. Are you
Can I
happy?
help
Are you
come
safe?
back?
Are you okay?
Yeah. Oh, thanks for asking. Yeah, this is all very consensual. I want this to happen.
Consensual. What does that mean?
Oh,
It
no.
means I want it to happen, and the other person also wants it to happen.
Okay.
I'm
Then
gonna go on a
happy for you.
date. I'm gonna take him on a date soon. I'm not sure when, I'm not sure where, but I'll figure that out.
Okay. I will protect you if you need protecting.
Thank you. Do you know what a date is?
No.
So a date is when you're romantically interested in someone, or maybe not romantic. It could be you're interested in someone, but in a way that's more than just a friend. And then you spend time together, usually for an afternoon or an evening. Maybe sometimes you share food together, or you go and do an activity together, and you talk and get to know each other better. But
So
it's
have we
more
all been on dates together when we've been doing those things?
it's more than a friendship. Like you might kiss at the end, or hold hands, or maybe some other things might happen depending on how the date goes.
Mm.
But
More
I
complicated.
think maybe that talk I'll leave for your mentor to have that conversation with
Okay.
you.
Mhm. Okay. Mhm.
Amazing. Lovely. So, yeah, the rest of the day, your time is yours. You can sort of go about your class day as normal and start a new day. You can accomplish any tasks you'd like. At this point, I sort of leave a little bit up to you if there's anything you'd like to follow up on, or we can sort of jump forward.
I need to find Lorelei.
Okay. Do you want anybody to go with you, or would you just like to go by yourself?
Well, I think I would always look for Rufus.
You look around your dorm room. Rufus isn't there.
Oh.
Guess
Rufus?
Rufus packed up and left, huh? He moved out
Will
finally.
we ever see him again?
All my stuff is still there. I still have to go back to the room.
You
Oh, never
at
mind.
this moment, Rufus opens
not
the
here.
door.
Hello.
Followed by
Hi.
Jeeps.
Will we ever see you
Sorry.
again after you leave?
Yes, we go to the same school. We have a lot of the same classes. That's not. Yeah, I was just coming back. I'm not back. I'm just getting my things, just to and saying hello, just to come and grab my things, to take to my other room. But yes, I will, of course, see you again, of course. But I actually need to. I was going to ask if anybody would help me. I need to go scope out this location. For Bartholomew asked me to look at this location for a party, and I forget the name of it, but I'm supposed to go check it out and see it. I guess so. He said he was going to throw a rager, and so he told me to go check out this place and see that it's looking fine. And
He's going to throw anger?
I think a rager is sort of, that being said, I don't think I've attended one, is sort of a party, but a very lively party, everyone's very excitable and loud, and there's loud music, and, a rage, but in a good way, and in a fun way.
I'm confused.
But there's no tangling. There's no, there's no fight. It's just very, very happy people, loud music, drinks, food, and dancing,
Okay.
I would love to come help scope that out, and also, I mean, if you need any help throwing this party, I've got free time.
Oh, I mean, I would ask Bartholomew. I don't think I'm involved in throwing it. I don't even know why he's asked me to do this. But
Who is that? Who's Bartholomew?
He's an acquaintance. He's a sort of a family friend, a family acquaintance. My parents know his parents. They both went to school here, and I guess they were close growing up, but then kind of fell apart since then. So I've known Bartholomew for a while, but not very well, and I'm not his biggest fan. To be honest, my parents did ask me to kind of scope him out if I could, and see if I could get close to him, find out anything about him, just as there's been a lot of run-ins with his parents and my parents in our industry. So, but I guess this would be a good way to get close to him, is to help him with his party. And this is all on the down low. This is all between us as friends. Yes? I'm looking at you, Bird.
I'm overwhelmed by many different
That makes
seemingly
sense.
contradictory statements all at
Would
once.
it help? Yes. Would it help if I said that you can forget all of that?
I think that
Okay.
might have made it worse.
Okay. No, I truly think he might have actually fully forgotten the conversation.
Hello, Rufus. Nice to see you.
Oh, no. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Good. Right. So, do we want to maybe head out? And
Just
If
can
you
you
want
help
to
me?
come, you
I'm
don't
trying to find Lorelei also. Lorelei?
Lorelei.
who is Lorelei?
She's a teacher. I have a book that I'm
Teacher.
trying to understand.
Oh, yes, of course.
Okay.
Sure. That I think that would be fine, and then I can come back later and get my things and move them. That's not. I don't need to do that
I
right
will
now.
help you do this.
Oh, that's very kind of you.
Hmm?
Sure. Well,
How are you doing, Jeeps?
I'm fine, Master Tuyen. Rufus, if you wish for me to stay behind and relocate you to your new room, I would be happy to do so.
but I think that it can wait. I think that I he's like a little stressed. I think that it can wait a bit. I don't
As
know.
you wish, sir.
A later thing, afterthought. You know what I mean? I'd like you to come with us.
Yes, sir. You all make your way out of the dorm building and start making your way northeast towards the Bailey School of Finance and Equity. You sort of step onto this campus, which is like pristine and very uniform. It looks very modern compared to the other places you've been. It almost looks like a small suburb with identical matching dorm rooms, like manicured shrubbery that's all in a line, curved, really nicely paved walkways. You find the like where the offices are, and you can see that there is an office that has the nameplate of Lorelei the Collector on it.
This is where I need to be.
Good. Do you want to knock on the door and see if she's there?
You knock on, and after a moment, the door opens, and reveals this this humanoid. They're mostly they look like they're like half construct, half like physical or what am I trying? Whatever. They're made from like this gray silver metal, but parts of their bodies and joints seem connected by like a sinewy leather. Their face is like pretty like polished. Thank you, organic. Somebody in chat said it. Organic. They're like half metal, half organic. Thank you. Their face is like metal, but in their eye sockets are these two just like dim white lights that sort of glow, and they're actually in like the shape of squares as they look at you, and they say, "Hello, may I help you?"
Yes, hello. You are Lorelei the Collector?
That is I. Who are you?
My name is Tisryn. I'm a student here. This is my friend Tuyen, and this is my friend Rufus. And I have a book, and I was told that you might be able to help me decipher the book.
Who were you told by?
Oh, who was it? PA with? I don't remember.
Was it the librarian?
Librarian. Yes?
I believe the librarian.
Librarian.
I think it was PA.
PA
Oh.
with it?
Oh, PA. Oh, sorry. My bad.
I don't know this librarian, but I do know PA Witherthorn. You're Rufus Barnaby Jones, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Welcome then. Please, step in. We have been, of course, waiting for you, Rufus. This being sort of opens the door, and you can see in this office, it's like a pretty small office with a large desk, but really the walls are like lined with all these different artifacts. Some are like broken, like half pots. There's like hand wrapped scrolls, gleaming sort of large gems that look like they have something like dancing inside of them, and sparkling goblets that look to just be artifacts everywhere. And Lorelei turns to you and says, Rufus, and says, yes, we have, of course, been waiting for you, as your brother Brody and your sister Amelia were here. And your father Andrew, of course, was one of my proteges when it came to the work of understanding itemry. When are you going to enroll?
Oh, I was just sort of taking the opportunity at the beginning of my education to maybe branch out a bit and just just see as much of the school and the classes as I can see before I come here to you and study here.
He sort of looks, or he kind of looks like, not disapprovingly, but just unmoved by that, and says, well, that's fine then. And what brings you to my office today?
I hold out the book. It is a book. I'm from a monastery, and this book seems like it maybe had bad effect on my mentor, but we do not know. And we thought maybe this school might have people who can help us understand it. It's language that no one recognizes, but I do not understand completely, but I was told to try to find out.
And what effect did it have on your mentor?
He is diminishing. That's the word that he uses to describe his experience.
Will you describe this book again?
It is a well-worn leather book with strange markings that do not look like any language known, but it is very ornately designed and is old and has so it has cracked binding, but it looks like it was handmade, handwritten, but no language that is recognizable.
Lorelei puts their hand forward to collect this book from you.
I hope that this will not diminish you. It doesn't seem like it has diminished me, but I cannot read it.
Fine. May I take a look at it quickly?
Yes.
They take the book from you and slowly start to page through it, and you can see them get more and more interested, and they're sort of mumbling to themselves. After a few minutes of just leafing through it, they say, "This is most interesting. Indeed, if I wish to study it properly, I will need to keep it overnight."
Okay. I just sincerely hope it does not diminish you.
I hope so as well, but anything can happen in the pursuit of itemry.
Anything?
Yes, indeed. Items are quite fascinating. You never know what is inside them, or what has been put inside them, or what there really are.
Okay.
Would you happen to know anything about barnacle creatures that have some kind of arcane ability by any chance? It's okay if you don't.
I'm sorry, I'm not well versed in different monsters or creatures' aberrations, but I'm sure you can speak with a teacher who is.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks for your time. And thanks for helping our friend here.
Yes.
Sorry, just a quick question for you. How long have you been a teacher at this school?
Many years now. I haven't kept track of the exact years, but over 55.
Were you, by chance, a teacher to my father?
Yes, Andrew was one of my favorite students. He had quite the knack for itemry, though I believe he put his talents towards creating items rather than understanding ones already made.
Oh, that's wonderful. And so you would have known as well, Mr. Daresay, Bartholomew Daresay's father?
Of
If I'm not
course,
mistaken.
less talented, but certainly motivated young man.
Is there anything here that you've kept of your students that either of them made or created that I could take a look at, just for the sake of family history?
I I don't have anything that either of these students have made. Roll a persuasion check.
Yikes. 5.
Yes, I have nothing that they have made. I don't really specialize in making items or overseeing the creation of items. My specialty lies in understanding and unraveling them, which is why I think you've come to the right place with this book. Is there anything else I can help you with your father or your father's companion, friend?
No, I guess that's I mean, were they friends? Did it seem like they were friends to you?
It's been quite some time. I'm going to make a roll. I remember early on they seemed quite close, but as often happens with students at this school, as time goes on, you grow apart and move your separate ways.
Don't worry, Bird. That's not going to. It's not for everyone. That doesn't happen to everyone. Don't worry. Can I do an insight check to see if there's anything that she's maybe holding back or?
Sure. Yeah.
Not
Roll an
saying.
insight check.
Not a good day. 8.
Yeah, you're getting the sense that this being is not super either interested or keen to interpersonal relationships or towards things that would be bubbling under the surface. They seem very focused on their work, which is the thing that's in front of them.
Right.
That's what you get.
Well, thank you then for answering our questions and for helping our friend.
Do I come tomorrow?
Yes, please. I will be ready by then. If I can divine anything from this book, I will share it with you as a favor to you, Rufus.
Thank you so much. It will really help Kogola,
Thank
I
you.
hope, also.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you all head out. Anything else you all would like to do?
I would like to say, Rufus, my name is not Bird. It is Tisryn.
Yes, I do you know, Tisryn, do you know what a nickname is?
No.
Oh well, a nickname is sort of it's not calling someone by their given name, but something that is maybe like it or something like them. I once had a friend with green hair, and I called them Green. You know, something like that. So with you, I thought Bird was a quite nice sort of a nickname, not a name, but a nickname.
Can I call you Freckle?
Well, I feel like that's only fair.
But I also
feel like
like
that.
Rufus.
I would prefer Rufus.
Okay.
Okay.
You can call me Bird.
All right.
Yeah, is there anything you all would like to do today, or just sort of go ahead with your regular activities if they were?
Could I take a look
yeah.
and see if Yarth is around at all?
Absolutely. Go ahead and roll me. Why doesn't everyone either roll me a perception or investigation check?
All of us?
Yeah, everyone. You know, you're all together, sort of maybe looking around for Yarth.
14.
14.
7.
7.
I'm very preoccupied with many confusing conversations today.
13.
13. You all, as you're sort of strolling by, just kind of walking around campus, trying to figure out what to do with your day, Tuyen, you actually, you don't see Yarth, but you see from behind a tree, sort of this long hair sort of poking out from behind, and you see a moon swallow winterbane sort of say, Tuyen, waving at you.
Hi, Moon Swallow. And I go up to her and
She kind of waves you over and says, Listen, there's a couple of things I just wanted to fill you in on. And everybody.
I want to sneak behind her.
Okay, roll a stealth check.
oh god.
14.
Let me roll a perception check. Yeah, you are behind. You are stealthed behind her.
And I want to do a flip over her and land in front of her.
Oh god.
Roll a performance check as she's about to tell you what's going on, Tuyen.
4.
Oh no.
You, she sort of leaning over is very excited to see you too and says, I've been keeping an eye on Yarth. And right as she's about to say Yarth, you just see freaking Tisryn go up in the air. You try to do a flip, but then Tisryn, there's just been so much in your mind. It's like your body short circuits and you just wham! Smash into Moonswallow Winterbane, and she kind of like she hits her face on the ground. You can actually see Tuyen, like a piece of her tooth kind of like chips onto the ground, and like you can see she sort of stands up and there's a cut on her face. She says, "What is going on? What happened? Why did you do that to me?
I thought everyone was scaring everybody.
No, I wasn't
Oh my
gonna scare
God.
anybody. I can't believe you did that." And you see like tears starting to well in her eyes, and she starts to weep. And she says, "I don't know what I did to hurt you, but I'm gonna make sure that you pay for what you did to me." Tisryn, will you take another negative relationship point with Moonswallow? Listen.
Oh God, I'm so sorry. Are you okay?
No, I'm not okay. I think I chipped my tooth, and also my face is bleeding.
I'm gonna run over. Oh my god! Oh my god! What? Oh my god! What? What? Sorry. What happened? Bird, what happened? What did you do?
I tried to the scaring game.
I think he was trying to do a flip and it went terribly.
I'm so sorry.
But we're not in Archipela. You're not in Archipela.
But there was
You don't need to do the scary. You don't need to do the scary.
I
And you know how
fly away.
sensitive. Oh no.
Good.
No.
And
Good.
there he goes.
Goodbye, and don't come back for a while. God, how can you hang around with that guy? He's just like, he did a front flip onto me.
I'm so sorry, Moonswallow. I don't think he meant to do that. I don't think that was intentional.
No, he didn't. He really. I feel like you've seen the worst of him. I think of everything that he is. I think you keep
Listen,
getting it.
You both are fine, but if he crosses me one more time, I'm gonna freaking lose it. You know?
What does you losing it entail?
I don't know, but I'm worried, and I might get expelled. I'm happy to get expelled over me losing it. I have to be honest with you.
I'm getting a very different vibe from you than I did last time.
Well, I'm trying to like find myself and really sort of show up, and I don't know, maybe I just deserve to get flipped on. Maybe everybody should just flip on me. Do you want to do a flip on me, Rufus? What about you, Tuyen? What about you, old guy?
No, that sounds more like the you that I met last time. But I think that we should try and work on the self-confidence a bit. I don't think that you need to be a very scary person. I think that you're lovely as you are. You're just maybe more sensitive. You know, some of us are more sensitive.
Yeah, maybe. Well, look, I need to go clean myself up because I feel like this is actually a really, really deep cut, and I scar really easily. And so it's like, this is another thing I have to deal with, like a huge scar on my face. Anyway, look.
Rufus, do you have any healing abilities by any chance?
I don't think I do.
Moonswallow looks at you expectantly and hopefully. You do?
Oh,
I just checking.
I don't know.
Checking my. I don't. I actually, unfortunately, I don't have anything that I've. I have nothing that I haven't learned anything to mend yet.
Just my luck, of course. Way to go, Moonswallow. Anyway, look here. I have two things I wanted to tell you, Tuyen. One is that I've been keeping an eye on Yarth Breaknot. She's gonna cross a bridge like 50 feet that way in like 20 minutes. So it'd be a good place to jump out and scare her. That'd be a good thing. And the other thing that I wanted to tell you was that, in the scare game, well, I the person who was trying to scare me scared me because obviously it's not that hard. But it was Tommy Trax, which means that now Tommy Trax is going to try and scare you. I'm really sorry for letting you down. I tried to not get scared, but he really scared me.
Oh, what did he do?
He jumped out and he had a knife and he said he was going to kill me.
Oh God, that sounds really aggressive for no reason. But thanks for giving me the heads up. So if you successfully scare someone, then you have to scare the person that they are supposed to scare.
Exactly, and it just keeps going until there's only 2 people left.
Oh,
So
okay, I see.
I'm sure you're going to do great against Yarth, but whoever Yarth's target is, you'll eventually that will be your target when you do it. I kind of have to go. I'm feeling a little woozy. I might have a concussion.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Moon Swallow. I hope you feel better soon.
I probably won't. These things take forever to heal.
Oh God. Well, rest up and maybe do some self-care. Do something that makes yourself feel good. Listen to some music, or maybe not. If you have a concussion, you're not supposed to listen to music.
Oh man, I was gonna listen to music. That's what
Maybe
I had
see a
planned for
doctor.
today.
Is there a nurse?
You should
on
go to the
campus?
school nurse. There's a school nurse.
There's
I
a hospital.
assume.
Yeah, I'll just go to the hospital.
There's a whole hospital. Right, we'll go there.
Yeah.
Fine, I will.
Okay. Well, I'll see you later, Moon Swallow. Good luck and take care.
Bye. And they just sort of walk
Bye.
off with their head hung, and you can see that there is a bit of blood that is trailing
Oh,
by
God.
them as they walk off. Yeah.
Rufus, Tuyen, I'm up on the roof of a building nearby. Is it okay to come back down? Will you be my friend still? Did I ruin everything?
No, we're still your friends. You can come back down. You can come back down. They're gone.
Tisryn, accidents happen. I think maybe the next time you see her, it might be good to apologize, though.
Okay.
I think she was really hurt.
I thought I was helping you with your game.
Oh, I appreciate the sentiment, but it's okay. I can scare people on my own, and maybe just don't do that again, possibly, or just be very careful next time if you want to scare someone.
I don't want to scare anyone.
Okay.
Yes, that's a good way to.
Yeah.
Let's not.
I mean,
scare
you
anyone
can scare Stefan if you see him. Feel free to do that to him.
Maybe not like what you just did. Maybe something a bit.
I would be okay with that, honestly.
You said to tangle with him.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Tangle and scare?
Whichever.
Okay.
He's kind of my enemy, so you can just do whatever.
Your enemy is my enemy.
Thank you, Tisryn. I appreciate that.
You know that Yarth is going to be coming across. It's essentially like this long wooden bridge. Underneath it, it's actually not water or anything. It's just lifted up. There's just like sort of an empty gulch underneath it that goes about 50 feet down. But on one side of the bridge sort of opens into a path. And then on the side that you are on, there is some like tree cover. There's some large rocks nearby. If you'd like to scare Yarth here, how would you like to do it?
I was hoping there would be water. Could I hide in the tree, like climb up the tree and?
Do you want your friends to help you, or are you doing this on your own?
Actually, yes, please. Yeah. Would you both mind helping me scare Yarth? I'm just gonna go up in the tree and maybe Rufus, you could send some like messages or something to.
I thought you said not that you don't need help.
Well, do you want to help?
Yes.
Okay. It's okay. It's okay if you don't, though. It's okay if you don't.
I want to help.
But this won't involve any flipping or acrobatics or anything. We're just gonna use our voices, and I'm gonna use my daggers.
Okay.
I'm gonna make sure that I throw them very far away, so that it's only just like a quick motion. There's no chance of me actually hitting Yarth.
What do you want me to do?
Could you? What's your intimidating voice sound like? Can you make some scary, like screeching hawk noises? You know, like a loud like ah! That Yeah, that could be startling. That could be startling for
When?
sure. So I will, when I see Yarth, I'll give you a hand signal, and then at the same time that I do the signal, I will throw the daggers far away, not close to Yarth. I don't actually want to hurt them. You make the screech sound, and then Rufus, you can participate if you want to, but it's up to you.
I can send a message to him, but would you like to say something, or I can make a bunch of bugs jump on him if you want that as well.
I think the bugs would be very scary. Honestly, even like just the bugs and the sound of the screeching might be enough. I don't think I need to throw anything.
Great,
Well,
right?
if you do not throw, how will I know?
I
You said to throw
will.
when you throw.
I will. Do I have anything in my inventory that I can throw instead of the dagger? Because I'm just so nervous that I'm gonna hurt.
I have that metal pole that extends.
I feel like that.
Where should I be to do this too? Where should I go?
Oh, I have a water skin. So I think what I'm gonna do is take the water, like use shape water to take the water out, and then just like
full
splash
Avatar
them.
style. You're water bending,
Just
baby.
water bend out of my water skin, and then just splash them.
All right, so we've got Tuyen
Three-prong attack.
splashing water. We've got a bunch of bugs on Yarth, and then we've got Tisryn screaming in her face. Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Like walk up to her and scream?
No, from the tree,
From the tree.
so that it's an element of surprise.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So I climb the tree.
You, as you're sort of getting in position, everybody roll a stealth check as you all sort of get in position.
23.
Yeah.
23.
14.
14.
Stealth.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. 18.
18. You all see Yarth start to walk towards you after you're hidden. On the other side of this bridge, she's moving towards you. You can see even from a distance, she's moving kind of slowly, steadily, maybe with a bit of a wobble. And as she keeps getting closer, you can see that there are dark circles under her eyes. And she's sort of mumbling to herself. She's this big, huge troll with this yellow blue skin, this knitted, like a bunch of knitted scarves, and like a big jumper that fits her huge body. She has a massive handbag on. And as she is sort of making her way off of the bridge, sort of mumbling to herself, everybody roll a well, Tuyen, you're using your shape water, so why don't you roll me an Arcana performance. Yes, performance. Rufus, you're gonna throw a bunch of bugs at her?
I was gonna try to cast infestation.
All right.
There's a save, but is it any different if it's a surprise? If it's like
no, but she'll make that save. And Anthony, will you roll an intimidation check?
I got 17.
17. Okay. Anthony.
4.
4. And what's the save for infestation?
It's a con 14.
All right. So she is like stepping off the bridge. As she steps off, Tuyen, you step out. You bring your water skin up. The water swings around and smashes at the side of her face. As she turns, Tuyen, you sort of go, ah! She doesn't. Ah! She looks up for a moment, about to steady herself. And then these bug things come up and start nipping at her legs. Rufus, will you roll damage on these bugs?
Yeah, that is. Was it full damage?
Yes.
Where are these things?
You see like these bugs sort of crawling up, spinning around, like nipping at her heels and ankles.
It's a 5 points of damage.
She takes 5 points of damage. She sort of stumbles and goes, ah! 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 You scare her. Ah! Ah! And you can see that she sort of starts to become unsteady for a moment. It's almost like her eyes are like drooping down, and you can see that her eyes are like shutting, and she falls backwards and lays there, not moving.
Did we kill her?
I climb down the tree and quickly run over to her to make sure she's okay.
Roll a medicine check.
Oh God. 18.
18, yeah. You look at her and you're like, well, the bugs wouldn't have knocked her out, and you didn't hit her that hard with this water, and she's breathing, and it almost looks like she has sort of fallen asleep.
Did she faint because she was so scared? Like what?
Can I?
Yarth? Hello?
Can I put my hands on her and cast Detect Magic?
Yeah. You cast Detect Magic. Do you want a ritual or just cast it as a spell?
I want a ritual.
Yeah, you take a moment, and Tuyen, as you're trying to wake up Yarth, it doesn't seem like anything is happening. Rufus, you take a moment and you cast Detect Magic, and you pick up a magical energy within Yarth. Something you're not quite sure what school it is. You've never really encountered any. Well, actually, let me see. 1 second. Give me a second. I'll tell you what school it is. But there is definitely like some magical thing that is keeping her in this sleeping or unconscious state.
So she's she's not naturally asleep. There's something else going on here. Something of the arcane. I think maybe something's been cast on her.
Did she read the book? The diminishing book?
I don't think she has your book. No.
Is that what happens to people that read your book?
Well, sort of.
They fall asleep? Or
He just diminishes.
Is this what that looks like?
Sometimes go in and talk to him, and he's very sleepy.
Oh.
Like weak, sleepy.
Is there any way she could have had your book, or do you not think that?
I do not think so.
You also see that she has her handbag there as well that's sort of fallen, and as it's opened, and you're sort of looking around, you can see that there's like a folded up scrap of paper that has sort of spilled out onto the ground, and a rolled up long piece of paper with twine on it.
Can I read it?
Yeah, you unfold the paper, and Rufus, it doesn't really mean anything to you, but Tuyen, right away, there's a name. It says Trina Lee, and you realize this is Yarth's next a cappella target, who, if you want, is your next target if you take that.
Okay.
So your next target is someone named Trina Lee.
Trina Lee.
And there is a long tube. It's a rolled up piece of paper held together with the twine. It's sort of like maybe 2.5 feet long.
Can we look at that as well?
Yeah, you unrolled this, and as you're unrolling it, you can see that it's a hand-drawn blueprint for an incredibly beautiful and intricate dwelling. You can see that it's still in process. Some lines have been like erased and redrawn, but you're like immediately struck by like how good this design is, even without knowing anything about architecture. It just is like elegant and sturdy, and like it's totally original. You can see on the top, in fine script at the top, it says, "My dream come true home."
What is that?
Does Yarth draw? Is Yarth an architect?
You asking me?
Have no
I
idea.
don't know. I don't remember if she said anything at any point. I think that we maybe need to, first and foremost, get her to a teacher. Get her to somebody who can see what's going on here. Is there a way we can contact one of the teachers of the arcane histories and bring her there? Because I don't think this is a normal medical situation.
Maybe we should go to PA and ask for his advice, since he might be helpful.
She's very big and heavy. I do not think we can take
Yeah.
her by
I
herself.
think he can come here. We can bring him here.
Right. Can I? Is there a way that I can turn to any other students nearby and like enlist them to go and run and get PA?
Make a perception check and a persuasion check.
Oh no.
Can I help him with
Sure.
that?
Yeah, you can roll with advantage, Rufus.
I'm rolling like trash. Thank you. I'm still rolling like trash. This is 2 and a 4.
You look around and it's just sort of like an empty scene around you. There's not really any students walking by until you look and you see a small gnome that you remember as Mark walk by.
Mark!
Oh, hey, what's up, guys? Hi.
Can
Mark.
you help us, please?
Yeah, what do you
Yes.
need?
Mark, come here. We need help. Mark, can you please, as fast as you can, could you run and grab PA?
Who?
PA Witherthorn.
He's teaching theater arts
All right.
day of school.
Okay.
As you can see, our frontier collapsed, and we think it's something magic related. So if you could help us, we'd really appreciate it.
Fine. Whatever.
Mark, sorry, Mark. What's wrong? What's wrong? Are you okay?
I failed the test, and they're gonna kick me out of
Oh.
all of my, extracurriculars.
Oh wait, what extracurriculars?
I was in the card shark club, but I'm not a part of that anymore until I pass my test.
Oh, I'm sorry, dude. That really sucks.
It doesn't
You
matter.
study?
Well, listen, I'll go get PA, and then maybe we could talk about helping me study. God! I'll be right back, guys. And he walks off.
Wow. Okay. We caught him on a bad day. That's
You,
okay. That's okay.
You
Can
all
I yell
yeah.
after him? Can I
Yeah.
say, can you just go into the teacher's lounge and just say what's happened?
Fine, whatever. And he walks off. You all wait for 15 minutes, 20 minutes, a half an hour, 45 minutes, and about 50 minutes later, alone, you see PA Witherthorn sort of briskly walking towards you and waves and says, "Oh, what seems to be the matter? What's going on?"
Yes,
So I was scaring my classmate or my extracurricular club mate, and she collapsed. And Rufus here thinks that it has something to do with the arcane. So we don't know if she's been cursed or if she's carrying like a cursed item, or we have no idea what's going on. We just wanted to ask you for help.
Did you find anything on her person? Yes, what did you find?
This piece of paper.
Huh. He takes a look at it and says, "Well, I don't know much about what's going on, but all the engineering is done at Keelan College. Perhaps there might be some answers there for you."
What do we do with her in the meantime?
Perhaps I'll stay with her and flag down some campus security and have them take a look at her. I don't know. I'm not quite sure what the matter is. You said you scared her and she fainted, and there's some magical essence on her. Is that right?
Yes, I don't think she fainted from the scaring. It did frighten her, but this is not. I mean, she's been completely unconscious now for about an hour, and I cast a detect magic ritual on her, and I do sense that there's something of a spell or some kind that I don't recognize, and we need help because I don't think she's just going to wake up on her own.
All right. Well, I'll get campus security to bring her somewhere safe, perhaps back to her room, where she can be tended to or something like that. I wish that there were more I could help you with, but that's all I can think of is that drafting engineering is done at Keelan College.
All right, then we'll head there and find
Who do we talk to?
in Keelan College.
Sorry, go
Is
ahead.
there a way?
Go ahead, Tuyen. Sorry, keep interrupting you guys.
Oh no, you're good. Is there a way that we could find like maybe which classes that she's a part of and ask some of her professors or something?
Well, if she's drafting anything, she must have been over there, so you could perhaps ask any students you might see, or if you see a teacher wandering around, you could inquire with them.
Okay.
Is there a certain teacher of the arcane that we could reach out to and find?
A teacher of the arcane.
Just someone who might know what is happening to her body.
Well, let me see here. Let me see. We don't really have teachers of the arcane. We have teachers with arcane abilities. Many teachers in the Astromundi College have touches of the arcane. There's a few teachers at the Bailey School. River the Understanding has a pretty good grasp of arcane methods, and they're in Keelan College as well. But other than that, we don't have a dedicated arcane teacher, just teachers who are versed in magic.
Okay, well then we can go to River. You know River, correct, Bird?
Do I? I
don't
don't
think-
believe.
I think,
So-
Rufus, you're the only one who has met them.
I don't remember if I met them as me or if I met them as...
No, you met them as you. You met them as
Oh,
you.
dope. All right.
That's Adrienne is your work study teacher.
Cool. Okay, then let's find River. I happen to know them already, and I think that's a good plan. So, yes, if you could make sure that she gets back to her room safely, then we'll head out.
Yes.
Thank you, PA. We appreciate your help a lot. We just weren't sure who to ask for help, and we thought of you. So thank you so
Of
much.
course. Good luck, friends. Rufus, how's the room treating you?
The room is lovely. I haven't had a chance to move my things in yet, but it seems great. I'm very pleased. Thank you very much
Wonderful.
for working that out.
Wonderful. We'll get you something at the Bailey School soon.
Thank you.
You all set off towards Keelan College, which is located in the northwest of campus. You kind of are, as you travel there, you weave through patches of like thick, dark forest until you sort of emerge into an open sky area. And before you is like a series of crooked mud streets that sort of curve and bend in every direction. And lining the streets are all sorts of buildings made out of natural materials in all sorts of shapes and sizes. You know, there's like simple mud thatched huts. There's like multi-story tree houses that sort of lean at very concerning angles. And they're like propped up with makeshift scaffolding. Everything looks very handmade. And there's even some like mud tunnels that sort of just lead into the back. As you get there, you sort of start to hear this loud cracking sound as one of the tree houses begins to like crack, and then you see about 40 feet ahead of you, it just slams to the ground. And everyone with this crash, you can see people, all sorts of students start to pour out of these houses. And you see actually to your left, the Loxodon, who you met in the library, sort of run out of one of these like mud tunnels, and he sort of blows his like horn as a trumpet, and he yells, "Will dig!" And as he yells that, you can see all these students sort of excitedly pour towards this destroyed building and begin the process of like slowly rebuilding it. They sort of take apart all these different materials and then start rebuilding them back together. And after a moment, you can see the Loxodon turns back and sees you three and runs over and says, "Hello, friends. What are you doing in Keelan College and not helping with our will dig?" As he twirls his mustache eyebrows, which are now canon, thanks to me. And he
We're
says,
just looking.
"You must come help the will dig, friends.
The what?
The will dig.
Will dig?
Will dig."
What is that?
Of course. When a building or your home in Keelan College Falls, as they often do. All the students pitch in to help rebuild or start the rebuilding process. We believe at Keelan College that you can't simply learn about the natural world. You have to be of the natural world. Make it with your own two hands. So everybody pitches in to help the rebuilding process. Would you like to join us?
Oh, well, we're actually, it's a bit urgent. We can help afterwards, but we're looking for River the Understanding.
Well,
our friend...
unfortunately, you're going to have to wait until after the will dig is done. If you'd like to help, step on in. If not, this will only take a little bit longer.
I will help.
Okay,
Yeah,
sure, yes.
I've never built a building before, but I'm guessing you don't need to be super skilled to make this.
It certainly helps to have skills when you're building a building, but everybody has to start somewhere, friend. As you sort of all run in, you can see there's students pulling apart like old boards, untying ropes and retying them. You can see slowly a new structure is forming. How do each of you help this rebuilding process?
I just do whatever I say. Tell me what to do, and I do it.
You, friend, pick up this board, fly it to the top, and start nailing.
I do this.
Will you roll a?
I do this.
Will you roll an athletics check?
That is a 14.
Yeah, you know, you're taking these boards. You're sort of not even used to like using a hammer in this way. Usually it's like a weapon, but this is like for a very precise movement. But you slowly get into the movement of like taking a board, flying it up. People are cheering you on because this is such like a boon to have somebody who can fly. And you sort of get into a groove of moving stuff. Tuyen, how are you helping?
I guess since I don't know how to do the building part of things, I'll just be like helping take stuff apart, like untying ropes, ripping up boards.
Roll a sleight of hand check.
Yeah. That is 21.
21, yeah. You like are like, I'm not handling this construction crap, but immediately you get to the knots and like pulling boards out, and your hands just start flying. All that training on your ships and stuff, it all kicks in like that, and suddenly you're laying out rope after rope after rope. You're lapping people who clearly have done this before. You're absolutely killing it. Rufus, what about you?
I would like to take a step back and look if I can also use a hamburger to help, maybe, possibly, to look in the smaller spots of the areas to see like what materials around here would be best for like certain spots in the structure to make it sturdy. Could I make like a nature check for that?
Yeah, make a nature or investigation check with advantage with hamburger as you poof hamburger, your googly-eyed lizard, into existence.
Hamburger.
That was a nat 20, and then
A
investigation.
Nat 20, yeah. You see for a moment as you're just you sort of step back and are looking at this. You're like, what the hell is this? What am I doing? And you can see that the building is slowly starting to tip, like it might fall over again. And in the last second, you just sort of see it sort of like all lines up, and you send hamburger over with a small like triangle wedge, and hamburger just and puts it in, and suddenly the building just goes like kutunk and sets. And with that, everybody steps back and starts clapping, patting each other on the back, say, what a will dig, friends, what a will dig. And you can see that this large Loxodon comes over, and Rufus gives you a big, like, strong hug and squeezes you and says, that was brilliant, my friend. You really saved the day. How about some lunch on me, friends? Thank you for your help.
Oh, that would be very nice. And do you also happen to know where we might find River? Sorry to be in a rush.
You could check in River's office. They may be at teacher housing. I'm not quite sure. But please come in for lunch, friends. I have an excellent assortment today.
I guess we can be quick about it, right?
Yeah, I would appreciate some food. That would be great.
Follow
Thank you
me.
so much.
My name is Ash May. I don't remember if I introduced myself. Rufus, Tisryn and Tuyen, correct?
Yes. Oh, wow, you're very good at remembering.
Yes, it's almost like I knew them already. Come on in, friends. And he sort of walks you into this large mud sort of tunnel. And as he walks in, you can see hanging from this tunnel, there's like onions hanging everywhere. Some are peeled and are drying. Some are just like hung up in bags. And you just have this really, really good aroma of onions as you walk in. And as you walk in, you can see this house is just a single large circular room, onions hanging everywhere, drying. You can see there's a pot boiling on a wooden stove in the corner. There's a big cabinet filled with all these different wrapped things in there. And he says, so friends, let's see what I can get you to eat. How about some onion candy, one of my specialties? Who wants to try? Yes, Tisryn? All right. He goes over to the cabinet and opens them up. And he pulls out this little tin of wrapped in wax paper. And they're like little chews on the inside of this wax paper. You pop it in, Tisryn. And at first you're like, oh, I don't know about this. But then there's like this second rush of flavor where the sort of bitter taste, sharp taste of the onion is cut by this sweet, honey, sugary taste. And it's like really shockingly good. And he says, friends, would you like anything else? I, of course, have my onion soups, but I could make an onion salad, an onion sandwich, anything you desire. I believe I could whip it up.
Onion sandwich, please.
One onion sandwich?
I'd love some soup. That was amazing, the stuff that you made in the library.
I have some fresh onion chowder cooking. Would you like some of that?
Yes, please.
And what about you, my friend Rufus, as he twirls his eyebrow stash again?
I guess I haven't eaten much today. I guess I'll try the soup.
2 soups and a sandwich. He walks over to the kitchen. You can see with his trunk, he's stirring the soup. Occasionally, he'll smell it and lift it up and like reladle it. And you can hear at the kitchen like thunk, 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 as he's like quickly chopping up like an onion. You can see he takes out some bread and slices it in half and starts making this sandwich. And as he's making, he says, he turns over. So friends, you can see he turns over his shoulder, but is still like making all of this expertly. What brings you to Keelan College today? You said you wanted to find River. What for, friends?
Yes.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, so I'm a part of a cappella Scares and Scores.
Of course.
It's a, you know the club. We're assigned to scare a certain person that we were assigned, and my person was Yarth. I don't know if you know.
Yarth. Of course, I know Yarth.
Oh, okay. So she just kind of collapsed. We don't think it's because of the scaring. Rufus here, do you want to talk about the magic aspect of it all?
Sure. She seemed to just be unconscious very quickly. I just wanted to check that there was nothing magical going on, but it seems that there's been either a spell that was cast on her or she ate or drank something that was enchanted. I'm not quite sure what kind of magic it is, but it's of arcane means. Whatever's happened, she didn't just pass out. So we were trying to find River or really anyone here who might know what to do or might be able to help.
That's most concerning, friend. That's most concerning. Well, I don't know Yarth particularly well. We have done some engineering classes together. She is quite a talented draftsperson, so I'm very sorry to hear she's not feeling well. I can direct you to River if that would help. I'd be more than happy to.
Yeah, that would be super helpful. The only evidence we have of anything that might have happened was she had this blueprint of a house in her bag, and that's pretty much all we know.
A blueprint. You see, he stops cooking for a second and walks over to a desk. He sort of opens the desk and he pulls out this large piece of paper, which he sort of lays flat and says, you look and you can see it's the designs for a very circular building with a door on the front. And he says, well, I've been working on this one myself. I call it the Onion Restaurant. For it's just all onions. It's my dream today to have a restaurant just all about onions, and this is in the shape of an onion. I'm not quite as talented as Yarth, but we're both taking Baskin's class in hopes that it will get better. Was this what it was like? This blueprint?
Yeah, it looked like
Baskin.
it's like her dream home. Maybe we should stop by that teacher and ask the professor.
Yes, you said Baskin?
Yes. He's the one who teaches the engineering courses.
Right, and is he in Keelan College right now?
Well, I believe he's been spending most of his time in his office. It's a below ground study he keeps. I haven't really seen him come and go much from there. So he may be there if he's anywhere.
Right. I turned, and I think we should go check out his office first.
I can lead you there. Would you like your sandwich and soup to go?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Yes,
that would be great.
please. I
Thank you.
appreciate it.
You
And
all.
Tuyen, maybe you could bring your date here. Maybe this is a good place for your date.
Sorry, date?
For onion soup and onion sandwich. Yes?
What date?
So I'm you know that like guy wearing the nice suit that led you to your dorm and yeah, we're going on a date. I'm taking him on a date.
All right.
You jealous?
No, he's just a bit not a bit rude, isn't he?
I don't think so. I think he's sweet.
Right, that's fine. Well, I don't if he does anything stupid.
I
You
think
just
Rufus
tell.
is jealous.
I'm not jealous. No, I heard that. That's not. You didn't whisper. We're standing very close together, and I heard that.
I think
that's
he's
not-
acting jealous. I'm picking up on that too.
I don't. Hey, Ash. Hey,
Yes.
Ash.
Yes,
Let's
friend?
not do that. Let's
Sorry.
not.
Sorry.
But a date
would
is
you
when
like
you enjoy
to-
food together when you are more than friends. And this is a place for food.
Yeah, I was thinking something maybe more scenic, but yeah, no, that's I'm totally following your logic there. It makes total sense.
Tuyen, if you'd like to bring a date here, I can clean this up, and I would be happy to serve any kind of onion-themed meal you wish.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Up
Ash.
to you, no pressure, but
Yeah.
I could certainly make quite a fantastic evening for you and your date.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That's very sweet of you. I'll consider.
Tisryn, will you take a plus relationship point with Ash May? As he appreciated feeling like he was whatever I'm trying to say, and it was
Top
smart.
chef.
And everyone, thank you, Top Chef. You all walk out of his sort of long mud tunnel. You each are sort of holding a wooden bowl filled, or Rufus and Tuyen, you're holding wooden bowls filled with this thick onion chowder, and like a wooden spoon, which is extremely good. Even, you're sort of like not sure about it, but it's extremely good. And Tisryn, you have your onion sandwich, which is this thinly sliced onion. You've got white, yellow, and purple onions. There's some sort of like caramelized aioli sauce that has onions in it that sort of adds this like sweet tang. And it is also very good. Not as good as the candy, but a good sandwich. And he sort of leads you, where does he lead you? He leads you through some muddy paths and like sort of through you make your way through the rest of Keelan College. It's almost like it's winding at random places. Every building looks like it's made by hand from found materials. Some structures are like tiny, and other ones are like, you can tell that they're almost like living objects. So like as they live, they add more and more and more towers. The roads are like, it's very different than Bailey College with these nice paved roads. These are all muddy and makeshift, and they sort of have no rhyme or reason to them. But he leads you sort of away past through the college, and brings you sort of to just like the outskirts of the forest. It's almost like a circle in the forest. And at the bottom there is, or on the ground, sort of flanked by a bunch of like stone masonry, is a large hatch in the ground, and he says, Baskin's office is down there, friends.
Open the
Thank
hatch.
you. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much for leading the way. And I finished my soup if you want to take the bowl back and the spoon.
Thank you. He
Thank you so
stacks
much.
the 2 bowls and says, anything else you need, friends, and if you need a date idea, I am at your service.
The sandwich was delicious. Thank you.
Wonderful to hear. Wonderful to hear, friend. Best of luck. And he turns and heads back to the college. As you all make your way sort of down the stairs, as you open this hatch, you can see that there's stairs leading down, and they just disappear into pitch black. There doesn't seem to be any light coming from it. And as you sort of start to move down, I think that's where we will take our break. We'll take a quick intermission all, and see you on the other side. Oh, we're back, but Anthony and Ian got switched, so let me fix my friends. Let's see if I
That
fix
means
it.
I have to start flirting with everybody in sort of deadpan way.
We're back.
Oh, no.
We're looking good. Hello, everybody. We are back. So you all see this this staircase down, and yeah, it sort of descends into darkness. What would you like to do?
I cannot see. Do I
Uh,
have a torch? I do not know.
I have a torch and a tinder box, so I pull those out and try to light the torch.
So do I.
Yeah, you both light these torches, and you can see that the light, you kind of hold it down to look, and it sort of extends down a hallway into a tunnel that heads straight.
I go.
Yeah, you walk down these stairs. The torch casts about 60 feet rough of light. And you can see about 40 feet in front of you that the tunnel is sort of this like damp. You feel like, as you can see on the walls, it almost looks like just carved earth, that there's not like built stone structures or really supports. You can see occasionally like a root is poking up from the bottom. Everybody make a perception check. As you're at the beginning of this long tunnel.
17.
17, yeah. You just see down, and you see that about 40 feet ahead of you, it curves to the right, and you just hear like a drip, drip, this dripping echo coming from around the curve.
There's dripping.
Sounds like water.
That is your specialty, yes?
Yeah, you know me well. I love my water.
should we continue through? Also, did you say yes?
Did I?
Did you say yes or did you say yes?
Specialty, yes? Did I?
It's not important enough for me to try and figure that out
You
right now.
continue. You all
Don't make fun of
continue
them.
forward. Will you? What's the marching order here?
I can go first.
Okay.
No.
I'll go.
Oh, I can be in the middle.
Right, I'll go behind with Jeeps.
Yeah, and Jeeps is behind you, following you, Rufus. You walk forward and curve to the right, and this sort of single file hallway then opens up into a small room. Around you, things look very messy. The floor is like soaking wet. It's almost like there's like a puddle, and it sort of has formed a bunch of like sloshing mud. And you can see that the drips of water you heard are just like occasionally from above, like a bit of water is like dangling off a root and dripping into this puddle. On the ground are some books with curling pages that are like totally soaked. There's a discarded goblet. There's a wooden shelf that has sort of come loose and is hanging off a hinge. And also in the mud, there are some like large papers, sort of like the size of the blueprint papers, which you've seen that have some footsteps on them. And then in front of you, this hallway, this room sort of recongeals into a straight hallway again.
Ruskin! Ruskin! No response?
Yeah, you don't hear anything. Also, his name's Baskin,
Baskin?
unless you're trying to ask for Ruskin, which would be amazing if there was a new character.
Can I look around
Yeah.
if there's a desk?
There's definitely no desk in this room. It almost seems like just like like a disheveled storage or waiting room, unclear. You can look around if you'd like to look for something else.
You said there were footsteps?
Yeah, on these sheets of paper there are like footprints on the paper.
What did they look like?
Roll an investigation check.
Oh. Natural 20, but it is 19.
Natural 20. I'll let you have it, Anthony. You sort of pick up one of these blueprint papers. There's nothing drawn on it. There's no blueprint on it. And you can see it's sort of like off to the side. And you sort of are looking at it and trying to like pinpoint. It's this really, really large foot with big circular toes. And you think, oh, this is Yarth's footstep.
This is Yarth's footstep.
Oh.
You also, Anthony, with a natural 20, as you're sort of looking around, you can see on the paper that there is like a bit of like sparkle to it almost. Like in the dirt, something is like sparkling very lightly. And on the ground, you can see there is some burnt herbs of some kind.
Look at this. There's sparkle and burnt herbs.
Can I walk over to the herbs and can I walk over to the herbs and cast identify?
Yes. Ritual cast it?
If no one's in here, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, you can ritual cast it. You wait for a moment as Rufus goes through his spell book and sort of recites a couple of things. You notice, or what the identify spell tells you, is that these herbs are an herb known as gripweed, which is a pretty rare herb that is used in some powerful spells.
I think this is called gripweed, and I know that it's used in spells. I just don't know which. I don't know exactly what for.
You can roll an Arcana check, and you can see if you get it.
Oh, amazing!
Why would Yarth be doing spells with a professor? Unless something bad is happening here.
23.
23. With a 23, there's a couple of different spells. It could be like there's a few that are like damage spells. There are a few that are like attack spells, but then there are also some spells that focus in like replication. But it's not quite there yet.
So something maybe about replication.
What is that?
To replicate something, sort of to copy it, to make another of it, to make more of the same thing.
That's so weird. Should we go further down this hallway? And
is there any way? Can we go further?
Yeah, in front of you, you can see that the path sort of it opens up and then smallifies and continues.
I go in the re-smallifying direction.
Can I do one more perception check?
Sure, roll a perception
around
check.
the general room.
Oh yeah, like an investigation check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's bad. 13.
Yeah, you don't see anything else other than what you've already seen.
Okay. All right.
Sorry.
I'm going in the smallificated direction.
The what?
I'm sorry. I am sorry. Okay, I do actually know word and speak, but I'm not doing it today. Anyway, you continue down this hallway, and it goes for a bit, and like up ahead about 30 feet, you can actually see that there is like an ever-burning torch that is casting a bit of light, and underneath that on the right, so like this sort of tunnel goes straight and then ends, and then on the right, there is a wooden door kind of stuck into the mud.
I go to open the door.
It is locked as you try to twist the knob.
Can I try to pick the lock?
Absolutely. Roll a sleight of hand check and add your proficiency bonus.
Are there any chinks in the door? Like any?
You mean dexterity with proficiency?
Any what?
Hey, it's Sunday.
That's what you mean?
It's Sunday.
Roll a dexterity check and add your proficiency bonus. And
How do I add what is the proficiency bonus?
+2.
Yeah, you just do it in your in with mind power, which I have a lot of.
So I got 16.
16, yeah. And are you trying to be quiet or stealthy as you do this, or you're just trying to kind of move through this door?
Yeah, trying to be stealthy.
Roll a sleight of hand check to see how stealthy you can be while you do this.
I see what you did.
13.
A 13. Sorry, that made me laugh. Everyone's like, "What are you doing? Stop doing that." You kind of like as you're moving your tools, you kind of like and create a little bit of noise. It's hard to tell if it was anything or not. But as you sort of end that noise, you feel the lock unlock.
I open the door.
You open the door, and immediately, just directly in front of you, you see this person who you'd met before, Baskin, this sort of large, hulking minotaur. He has short brown red fur. His head is like that of like a human bull. It's not like full bull. It's like a bit of a human in there. He wears like this large fitted tweed jacket, and you can see he's sitting at his desk, sort of regarding this glowing jar, and his hand has a bandage on it over a couple of fingers. And he turns to you as you just sort of walk right in.
Hello.
What are you doing in here? What's going on?
We are looking. You're Baskin, yes?
Yes.
We are looking for you. We have many things. We have an urgent need to talk to you.
Yes, Baskin. Sorry to barge in. Ash.
Why didn't you knock?
Well, we did yell for you. We did call your name and we didn't hear anything. But it was urgent that we find you, so we just kept going. I'm sorry.
Roll a persuasion check.
Maybe it was because I said Raskin.
Yes, I heard you. Sorry.
18.
18. Fine. What seems to be the matter?
So your student, Yarth, our friend here, Tuyen, was trying to scare them earlier for
Yarth?
for
What's
acapella.
the matter with Yarth?
Well, they're unconscious, and it seems to be of magical means, and we're trying to find help to figure out what's wrong. And I was wondering if you knew anything about what this might be.
Come in. He sort of beckons you to step towards his desk. There's no chairs anywhere, but he's just beckoning you to come closer to the desk.
Can I send Hamburger to go and like down my pant leg under the desk, see if there's anything like on his side of the desk that we can't see?
Yeah, roll a stealth check for Hamburger.
14.
14. Let me roll 4.
No.
Hamburger goes down your leg. You can see, and sort of like goes through the mud. You can see that
I love the sound effects.
as he goes through, Hamburger sort of goes under the desk as you are near, and you can see that a hand, that Baskin's hand, like snaps down and reappears holding hamburger and says, "And what is the meaning of this?"
I'm so sorry. This is my familiar. Sometimes he's been acting a little bit strange recently. I'm very sorry. I'll take him back.
Fine. Come in, friends. Come in. So tell me, what seems to be the matter with Yarth?
Rufus just told you.
We don't know. There's some kind of magic that's completely knocked them out, made them unconscious.
Magic that made them unconscious. That's very strange now, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
Would you happen to know if Yarth was involved in any magic, or if you were maybe talking to Yarth recently and
Me and
anything
Yarth
came up?
Yarth, we have conversations about what's possible, about dreams and possibilities. What she wanted to create was quite beautiful, quite a thing of dreams, if you will. It's very exciting. In fact, tell me, friends, what are your dreams?
I want to do some kind of insight check to understand why he's responding the way he's responding.
Roll an insight check.
That would be 20, dirty 20.
You immediately pick up on this. What exactly are you trying to define with the dirty 20?
He seemed
Why
like
is he weird? Yes.
Yeah, why is he so intense about it? It's a little alarming, so I'm trying to understand if I can perceive like what's underneath.
Oh, I see. You sense underneath that there is a sharpness and a direction in his conversation. That it's not like random ramblings, that he is driving towards something. Does that help? Does that feel like the answer to your question?
And does it feel dangerous, like nefarious, or raw, like bad, like something?
It feels
darkness?
yeah. It feels uncomfortable and dark, possibly dangerous. He's like this huge beast. He hasn't taken like a aggressive physical stance to you, but it does feel very uncomfortable and not jokey.
I start to crack my knuckles.
Sure. He reaches down and as he sort of pulls up his hand, he has one bandaged hand and one regular hand. He puts this jar. He has two jars. He puts one jar on the right. This one sort of swirls with this yellow blue energy that sort of has a bit of light to it. And he puts the other empty jar in front of him and says, friends, tell me, what are your dreams?
I do not feel comfortable with this line of questioning.
Yes, sorry, what happened to your hand?
Ah, well, you see, I've been collecting the energy of a very rare beetle, and they happen to bite.
What
What are
kind
you-
of beetle?
What's that? Oh, the Ethitok beetle. Very dangerous.
Why are you collecting its essence?
Well, to use it for a kind of energy. But tell me, if you could dream up a perfect world for yourself, or an accomplishment that you'd like to perceive, what would it be?
Oh, well, no, I'm so sorry that we're really rushing through this. It's just we're trying to help our friend, and do I know what that
course.
beetle is? Do I have any knowledge of what that beetle is?
Roll an Arcana, History, or Nature check.
Frick it. Shit. 9.
Nothing. He stands up from the desk and grabs the empty jar and starts to walk behind you. He says, "Tell me, friends, there's no dream you have, nothing
Do not
you
tell
wish."
him. Do not tell him.
Why
Don't,
won't you tell me your dreams?
because I do not like the way that you are asking us this question. You're not helping us.
Well, we're not in the mood for a casual conversation right now. We're trying to help someone who is in danger. So if you, as a teacher, could help us, I feel like that makes the most sense.
He makes his way over to the door and closes it. You can see he returns a key, and it locks again, and he says, "You come barging into my office and expect me to answer your questions without anything in return?"
Well, locking yourself in a room with children is not a great look. So let's maybe think about that.
I thought we were not children.
Fuck.
Young adults,
Young adults,
students.
students.
The door can open when you just simply tell me your dream.
So you're gonna hold
Hey.
us hostage until we answer your demand?
We're simply going to have a conversation.
Hey, man, this is very creepy.
I dream
here?
of a world
Jeeps?
where
No.
nobody gets harmed.
It was Jeeps here?
Jeeps is here. Yeah, Jeeps is here. Do you want to... Sorry, go ahead. What were you saying, Tuyen?
I dream of a world where nobody gets harmed and
No,
everybody
no.
has what they need.
Your dreams, friend. What do you dream for yourself? Your biggest dream. You can see he slowly, as he asks his question, starts to take the top off this jar.
No, Tuyen,
I
don't.
whisper very loudly and intensely into him. Do not tell him this dream. Do not.
But that is my dream. I want a peaceful world where nobody gets harmed and I don't get harmed. Everyone has what they need.
I'm going to need you to do better. And he starts to advance towards you aggressively and reaches out to grab you.
I interpose myself.
Everybody roll initiative.
Creepy.
No.
And I'm going to go to Battle Vision. Battle Vision! All right, one moment, please. There we are.
Cannot come, my friend.
I got 11.
10.
11.
19.
Right. 11. Sorry,
You have to kill a
Rufus.
teacher?
19. Tisryn?
Yeah.
10.
All right. Up first is Rufus. You can see that this Minotaur is starting to kind of lose control and is kind of has reached really aggressively with these huge sort of clawed hands at Tuyen.
I want to put out my hand and cast Chromatic Orb.
All right.
With poisonous energy towards his chest, so just to get him off.
Go ahead and roll an attack.
24.
24 hits. Go ahead and roll damage as you sort of pull this spinning, swirling ball of poison.
15.
15 points of damage as this smashes into him. He turns toward you and sort of snarls, and you can see this saliva just splash off the side of his face as he sort of is filled with rage suddenly. Up next is Jeeps. Oh wait, I didn't even put the map out. What am I doing? Oh my god. God damn it.
It's Sunday.
I'm fired. I got fired from this. All right. He came over here. Rufus, he was coming towards you. I'm going to put... Tuyen, you're over here. Rufus and Jeeps over here. And sort of... Tisryn, you were sort of interposing here. How does that sound? Mm-hmm. Up next is Jeeps, who is going to step in front of you, Rufus, and hurl one of his spinning blades at this creature. Let's see what he rolls. That is going to be a 15 to hit, which will hit for 5 points of damage as this sort of spinning blade digs into this sort of side of the arm of this being. And he sort of stands in front of you. Up next is this creature. He is right up on you, Tuyen, and he's going to like put his head back and slam it forward and try and gore you with these two large curved horns that are sticking out of his head. Does a 22 hit?
Yes, it definitely does.
Sorry. Yeah, you feel suddenly as like this hand pulls you onto a horn as it sort of smashes into your ribs. You take 3, 5.
Oh God.
7 points of damage as it smashes into your ribs. And then he is going to move this way and sort of prepare to smash again on you, Tisryn. Does a 9 hit?
No.
Yeah, you see what's coming and you duck and spin out of the way. And that is his turn. Tuyen, it is now your turn.
Okay, I'm going to. I don't want to. I don't know. He's trying to kill me. Why are you trying to kill me? I will pull out my short sword.
All right.
And use
Did
that.
you add those +1 short swords you got?
Yes, I did.
Oh, yeah.
And that's a 10 to hit.
10 to hit. A 10 is going to miss. As you sort of swing, do you want to use your offhand attack for your bonus action?
Yes. Could I use my other short sword? my offhand?
Absolutely.
That is a 11.
11. You swing twice. Both go wide as you miss, and he sort of turns and snarls at you. Tisryn, it is now your turn.
I want to go behind him.
Sure. Yeah, you spin around here, and you can definitely get flanking there.
And I want to take my quarterstaff. You say, you leave my friends alone. That is a natural 20.
Wow. Natural 20. Go ahead, roll damage.
Yeah, go Tisryn.
That is 13 points of bludgeoning damage.
Damn.
And it crashed it against his back of his head.
Damn.
And then bonus action, unarmed talon scrape around from on the back of his head.
Yeah, do it.
That will be a dirty 20 to hit.
That's gonna hit. Show everybody your lucky dice tower, Anthony. Now that we can hear it slamming away. Hell yes. Thank you, Wormwood.
Wormwood, it's fun.
Wormwood.
There we go. Yes.
Wormwood.
Christmas gift from Ken.
Go ahead and roll damage on your unarmed strike.
So yes, my talons do 8 points of slashing damage.
8 points. Yeah, you slam like in the side of his leg with your quarterstaff, and you can hear like his sort of like the skin actually break. You hit it so hard, and then you tear across his back with your talons. And up next is Rufus.
Is he still holding the jar?
He has an empty jar in his hand.
Okay, and are there jars on his desk?
There is one jar on his desk that looks to be holding something.
I would like to go run to that.
All right. There's not really a desk on this map, but I'm going to say it's actually just like behind here. Yeah, easy enough. You pick up this jar and you can pocket it.
I would like to... I can't do both of these at the same time. Yeah, I want to stand like in front of the desk with where the jar was. I just don't want him to be able to see where it was. Like I want to be holding it in my hands, and I want to cast Identify.
Roll a stealth or sleight of hand check to see.
Okay. Oh god. This is a bad day. 8.
8. You're unsure if he's going to see you cast Identify or not. Up to you what you'd like to do.
I still want to do it.
All right, you cast Identify. Let me let me share this with you. This item is called a dream jar. Your body slowly falls into a catatonic state as your dreams leave your mind and enter the container used as a material component. While your dreams inhabit the container, you are unable to sleep, and you will eventually fall into a state of comatose. A dream jar can be used to transfer or transport the arcane power contained in dreams as if they were material components. To activate the dream jar, you must remove an appendage or limb like a finger, toe, or ear, which is then consumed when the jar is activated. Dreams can be collected by being spoken out loud while the lid of the dream jar is exposed, which is a DC 18 Constitution save. Or if the dream jar is near the head of a sleeping creature, which is a DC 22 Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, the being whose dreams were collected will have no recollection of the event, but anyone watching sees blue smoke pull from the dreamer's head and rush into the jar. If the dream jar is destroyed, your dreams immediately return to your body. If your body is more than 100 feet away from you, or if your body is dead when you attempt to return the dreams go to the plane of dreams and can only be recovered in the plane of dreams with a dream jar.
And Yarth is more than 100. Yarth is, too far. Okay.
Definitely.
Okay.
That is your action. Do you want to do anything with your bonus action? In chat, I'm throwing in a link to the dream jar in the chat now, because I know that was a lot of me talking.
I would like to stay where I am if I'm covering the jar from him.
Sure.
Like, I don't want to move and have him look and it not be on his desk. I just want to be standing in front of it.
As you're looking, he doesn't seem hugely concerned with it, but you're not sure if he saw you take it or not. Okay. So you're standing there. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Mm-mm.
All right. Up next is Jeeps. Jeeps is going to 5, 10, 15. And sort of stand again in front of you, and he's going to throw another star or a spinning blade at this guy. That is going to be, let's see here, +4 to hit, which hits, and that another, you can see, oh bro, the link's broken. Sorry everyone, the link's broken. Sorry, I'll fix it later. I'll put it in the chat later. I'm sorry. That's going to be 4 points of damage as another spinning blade sticks into them. And then up next is this beast again. I'm going to see if he sees you taking this jar. He does not. He rolls what's his perception? His perception is, he rolls a 2. He does not see this happen, and he is again he's actually going to swing down towards you, Tuyen, and just try and knock you with these huge clawed fists. Does a, let's see, 9 + 4. Does a 13 hit? Wait, no, never mind. Does a 15 hit?
Yes, it does.
All right, that's going to be 3, 4, 6 points of damage as this fist sort of like claws and smashes into your side, right in the area where you had taken this damage already, and then again turn back to you, Tisryn, and try and swing by and smash you with his horns. Does that's going to be a 25 to hit. That's good. 5, 9, 11 points of damage as it smashes in the side of your head, a huge cut on the side of your head. And he is going to attempt to, let's see. He's going to actually run 5, 10, 15.
Attack of opportunity?
Yes, definitely. 20. Yeah, he's going to run all the way over there and sort of brace himself against the wall. Both of you will get attacks of opportunity against him.
Is it with advantage or no?
No. That's a great question. Chat, what do you think? Do they get the flanking from the attack of opportunity?
I don't think so. I don't know.
I don't really. I actually do. I think it is technically game wise. I think you would. I'll give you that advantage. So, and Ian, you can make an attack as well.
Okay. Can I use my short sword, or is he too far?
No, you can definitely use your short sword.
Okay.
Once he's moving, you can do that right away.
19.
19 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Rolling so bad, I got a 9.
Tuyen, you miss again. Is this damage like on your side? Is like hurting you from lifting your sword?
10 points of bludgeoning damage with my quarterstaff.
Damn. All right. Yeah.
How's he looking?
He's with that. He's looking pretty messed up. He's looking sort of enraged and ready to charge you. But you can see you've hit him sort of twice, really hard on the side of his leg. You can see there's a huge bloody welt on the side of his leg. There's like a poison splash on the side of him, and there's these 2 spinning blades that are stuck in him. So he's definitely looking damaged. Tuyen, you are up next.
I'm... how far away is he? 5, 10, 15, 20, like 25?
Yeah, 20,
20.
25.
I'm gonna throw a dagger, but then also like, after that, like, dodge behind the desk, or like, yeah,
Sure.
where like Jeeps and Rufus are.
Yeah, go ahead and make your attack first. Let's do that.
Okay. Oh, please, please, please. 16?
16 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Yes, thank God. That is 6 points of piercing damage.
6 points of piercing damage. The dagger sticks right into his chest. You want to come around here and sort of dive behind and try and hide?
Yes,
All right,
yeah,
go
I
ahead
want
and
to
roll
hide.
me a stealth check.
I'm really hurting. I'm bleeding all over the place.
So am I.
Oh no. 16.
16. Let's see what he rolls. You feel very hidden. You feel like in this rage that he's not really tracking you. Tisryn, you are
I'm
up
going
next.
to run right up to him and try to hit him again across the
5,
face with
10,
my
15,
quarterstaff.
20. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh no, that is only a 12.
A 12.
No, it's a 22. It's a 16, not a 6.
That's a big
Sorry.
jump. You definitely
Yes.
hit with that. Go ahead and roll
Yes, sorry.
damage.
It looked like my bad eyes first saw just the 6 and not the 1 next to it. 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
He's still standing.
He's still standing. You see you can see part of his cheek go and like crack inwards, and he just is like and still tries to push through it.
And I'm going to bonus action patient defense.
All right, so he will have disadvantage on any strikes against you. Rufus, you are up next.
I would like to cast another chromatic orb.
All right, go ahead and roll an attack.
That's not going to hurt Tisryn, is it?
No, that's a melee spell attack.
Okay. Yes, okay. 21.
21 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. Where are my d8s?
You're a very bad man.
Oh, that went off. 7, 2. 13.
13 points of damage. Rufus, how do you want to do this? How do you want to kill this creature?
God.
Do we want to kill him?
I mean,
Too late.
too late. Also, yes. He almost killed 3 students. I want to use an orb, but that's made more of fire. Seeing that both of my friends are completely bloodied, and kind of have it smash him into the wall.
Yeah, as this huge orb of fire smashes him into the wall, you can hear him cry out in pain. But then this really strange thing happens. As he smashes back into the wall, the fireball smashing and like burning the skin of his face, you can see as like the damage of what would kill him affects his body. It's not as bad as you think. He hits against the wall, and suddenly his form turns into a pile of snow. And his body everywhere his body was turns into snow and immediately thunk, just sort of drops to the ground. And in front of you, Tisryn, is this sort of misshapen pile of snow that sort of matched the shape of his body, and now it's just this large clump of snow, which is slowly melting a little bit at the top from the fireball.
Can you dig into it?
Yeah, you dig through it, you sort of squeeze it in your hands, and you touch it. It just feels cold, like snow. It looks like snow. As you move through it, you don't find any sort of like hard item or anything like that.
Did he make 2 of himself?
From
Is
snow?
this not... No, do you remember what we found in the other room?
Yes, but
How you
snow?
could make it...
But-
I don't know.
You think this is a replication spell?
I don't know. I've never seen this happen before. I don't know what he would have used that for.
Rufus, you can roll an Arcana check with advantage. Tuyen, you can roll an Arcana check, and Tisryn, you can roll one with disadvantage. You can't know this. I shouldn't even.
4.
15.
15. Yeah, with that natural 20 you rolled earlier, or the 23 you rolled earlier with the gripweed, seeing the sparkle in the dirt, and then this, you finally put it together that this is a simulacrum. You know that when a simulacrum dies, it turns into snow.
What is that?
So that's not him? That's not the teacher?
I have no idea what's going on. But Rufus, do you know?
Do I know what a simulacrum
A simulacrum, yeah, is basically like a created version of another thing. It's not a clone. It's not the same. It's like an arcane built copy of another being that is usually maybe less powerful, maybe knows a little less, and can be created by anybody as long as you have the proper materials to do so.
Can it be made with like a certain intent? Like, could it have been made to be malicious?
You don't know, but you could
Okay.
also imagine a scenario where a dominate person or some other spell could be put on a simulacrum to put it under influence.
Okay.
It's not out of the realm of possibility.
I want to look around the room more.
Roll an
Find
investigation check.
anything. I'm really good at these.
Yes, this wasn't him. It's not him. He did use that spell that we found, that material.
11.
11. You do find what he was holding, which is this other jar. You can see it's like a glass jar wrapped in paper with like a bit of twine circled around it and like a stamp on it almost, but it looks empty. Rufus, you have this other jar. In his desk, it's actually pretty sparse. There's not like you sort of are expecting to find like a bunch of drafting papers and pencils, but like basically like a pencil falls out and something like that. You do find these, they almost feel like they've been left in a bottom drawer of this desk, these goggles that look very finely crafted.
What are these?
Oh, they look like goggles. I don't know.
They look finely crafted.
Can I do some? Can I do an Arcana check on these?
Sure, roll an Arcana check.
Oh my god, what is wrong with today? 12.
12. You actually would know what these are pretty much out of pocket because your family makes a lot of versions of these. These don't look to be one of the kind that your family make, but you know these are eyes of minute seeing. Eyes of minute seeing.
Do you want to keep these, Rufus? It looks like it could be of use for you.
Do I know what they do? Do they make things smaller that are bigger? Do they make things seem bigger that are smaller?
They let you investigate things better.
My family actually makes a different prototype of these. They're good for investigation. I think we should hold on to them. But maybe he was using them to look in the jars. Could I try them on?
Sure. Yeah,
and look into the jar that has the dream in it.
You put them on. They don't really change. They don't change how you see anything. They sort of just like zoom in. And you sort of, as you're putting them on, you can see they're almost like caked and dusty and sort of grimy, and you wonder if like maybe they've sort of actually been discarded or forgot about, as opposed to like being used quite a bit. It does seem like something that somebody who is a drafter might have to like get very fine details correct, but they don't seem to have gotten much use lately.
Right, well, I do think we should take these with us. Just for safekeeping.
Do we need to tell anyone that we killed a simulacrum?
Well, no, first of all, because that thing attacked us first. And
I mean,
it's not him. It wasn't that teacher. I don't know where Baskin.
No, I know it was not him, but it was a simulacrum.
I think that
I
maybe
don't know the word either.
It could be important to tell PA, just because PA does suspect that there was a faculty member causing there to be, you know, dangerous monsters on campus. And so it seems like this teacher is involved in something bad, and he might want to know about that. He could help maybe find him or battle him if we encounter him again. But
and did we find any way to help our friend?
Well, I think this jar, there seems to be already a dream, a conscious dream in this jar, and I think that if we go back to Yarth and possibly open it to break it near her, that if it's hers, I'm crossing my fingers, that she'll be okay.
Yeah, I think we should go to Yarth and then also maybe heal ourselves somehow. We could go to the school nurse. Just kind of.
I have no means to do this.
Bleeding all over the place.
Well, let us take a little time in here and rest a little bit.
You can all take a short rest if you'd like.
In the dungeon?
Absolutely.
In the dungeon.
Is it a dungeon?
We're in the basement.
Underground.
The basement.
In the basement.
Office.
You know, as you're sitting in this office, like it suddenly like sort of dawns on you all like, oh, like in better hands in sort of a college that is sort of obsessed with nature and the natural world. Like this is cozy, it's cool, it's almost like a root cellar, but it feels like it hasn't been upkept at all, that it is like sort of just turned into the sort of dingy, dank, dripping place you are. That's just something you think about while you take your short rest.
Does the short rest reset the HP, or
you'll have to roll it individually?
You can roll your D8 or 2D8 to get hit points back.
Ooh. Oh, I see. Oh, okay. I have to just check the box. Okay.
Yes.
When we saw Baskin, when we first like met Baskin, was that this Baskin, or was it?
He was nice though. He was big. Bold,
well, some people are nice to you, but then they're just being nice as a front, and they may not really be nice.
You're not like that, right?
Wow, that's.
I'm trying to be as upfront as I can be.
Thank you. There's been many conflicting ideas thrown at me today. It's very hard to understand.
I'm sorry for that. I am. Well, should we go try and find Yarth?
Yes, I feel better.
That's very good. I'm glad.
Yeah.
And can I?
He hurt me a lot. It was very hurt. I was hurt.
Well, we have to go. Let's go and get you fixed up, both of you.
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead, Blue.
Oh, I want to pocket the empty jar.
Sure. Yeah. You can add a dream jar to your inventory.
Can I do that?
Yeah. You have that. You all make your way out of this classroom tunnel dungeon office, and head back to the first year housing. Takes you about 45 minutes to walk there. Everything's pretty quiet. It's sort of later in the day. You make your way into the office into the dorm building. And as you're walking up, you can see that like there's a couple of people who are sort of chatting about like how they brought Yarth in and how difficult it was to like carry her in. And they're able to direct you to her room. She is just sort of laying in the bed, by herself. There's nobody else really in there. It kind of looks like she's sleeping, and she's just been left to sleep.
Should we try to open this jar and see if it returns her dream back to her?
Yes, I'm gonna hand the jar to Tisryn. You've had quite a difficult day. Would you like to open the jar?
Okay.
You open the jar, and it's almost like it's releasing this suctioned energy, and out of it explodes this like twirl of blue and yellow light that sort of flies directly into Yarth, who like
Yarth, you okay?
oh yeah, I think I'm fine. Yes.
What?
Yes.
What happened? Do you remember anything? Do you remember how you became
Well,
unconscious? Or
I have not been sleeping well at all, as I told you, and you scared me so very well, and then I finally fell asleep, I believe. How did you wake me up? It feels like I've been horribly asleep for some time.
I opened a jar.
do you
Jar? Thank
do you
you,
remember
friend.
what happened with Baskin? Do you remember having any sort of confrontation with him? And
No,
and
Baskin. I remember Baskin. Well, I remember we were working on the design for my dream home together, which I hope to build when I go to Keelan College.
Did he ask you to describe a dream?
Yes, my dream home. What?
Maybe don't in the future.
Yes?
Actually, maybe don't take Baskin's class yet. There seems to be something going on with him, and I don't think it's very safe.
he
for
tried
you
to
be-
kill us.
Yes.
Kill you?
Well, sort of a version of him. We don't actually know where he is, but I don't think you should take his class. Yes.
The thing he just said, yeah.
What?
So he tried to hurt you, or a version of him tried to hurt you, and also tried to hurt us. I think you should stay away from his class. And if anyone asks you to tell them your dreams, don't tell them.
But this is a school. This is what we do here. We explore our dreams.
It's true, but I think that we're finding that right now things may be a little bit more dangerous than we thought that they were.
Oh. Well, at least I'll be able to sleep now. I've been very tired.
You have not been sleeping well.
Not at all.
Yeah, he took your dream from you, and he was trying to do the same.
Goodbye, Ian.
Oh no.
What did you say, friend? I sort of spaced out.
My screen freezes at like the worst time. He took your dream from you. He was trying to do the same thing to us.
Ah, that is very sad. I loved my dream, and it's true. I haven't been able to think of that dream house, but now it's back. I can imagine it. I can see it again.
Do not describe it. Do not.
But it's fun. I'm so...
Don't describe it.
Better safe right now to not describe it to anyone if they ask you for it.
Well, I'll take your advice, and I thank you. I thank you all, truly, friends. I've never had much in the way of people who would go out of their way to help me before.
Well, we can scare you and help you at the same time.
Well, I don't need to be scared anymore. I believe Tuyen has my target.
Yeah, I'm gonna be scaring. Let me just check my notes here. Someone named Trina Lee.
Yes.
Do you know where I could find Trina Lee?
No, I had no luck finding her. I don't remember her from the class, to be honest, but good luck.
Oh, thank you. I hope you get some rest and feel better soon.
Thank you. I will. I believe I'm going to have quite a good nap. Will you all take a +1 relationship point with Yarth?
What's Yarth's last name?
Yarth Breaknot.
Breaknot.
You could have sent Yarth's dreams to the plane of dreams. But you didn't.
So scared to do that wrong. I was really
Put it
scared to
in
do
there.
that wrong.
Is there anything else you all want to do? Or is this... Are you kind of maybe coming to the end of the day here?
Should we do our classes? Or
We can do classes, yeah. Unless there's anything like immediate you all want to do, we can end this with your classes. Yeah, let's do some classes. You know, over the next...
Can we find Mark to study with him?
Is Mark in your class?
I don't know.
You just want to find
study.
Mark to study with Mark. Yeah, go ahead and roll an perception investigation. Honestly, roll any check to try and find Mark.
17 perception.
A 17 perception. You know, it's a few days later. You're sort of on edge, but there's not any way to go. You haven't had the time. You've been busy with the classes. Maybe later in the week, and you see Mark. He's eating alone at a table.
Mark, I want to help study with you. I want you to pass your class.
Well, Tisryn, what class are you taking? Are we in the same class?
I'm taking a class about monsters and beasts.
Oh, I'm taking Gold a history, so if you help me study, then you won't be able to study.
I will help you. I said I would help you. I will help you.
All right. So, Mark brings you to his dorm room, which is just a basic dorm room. He opens up all these books. They're all about gold and the history of gold. So, Mark is going to see if he passes his studying phase. He does not. He failed. He rolled a 7 and a 9.
I do not. No. I wanted to help, but I did not.
He says. He turns to you, Tisryn, and says, "Listen, it's okay. It's okay. Maybe I think maybe I've got my focus on the wrong subject. I keep taking subjects at the Bailey College, but maybe I should try Astromundi instead. What do you think?"
Yes.
All right. You know what? I'm going to skip this test. I don't even care about gold. Who cares about stinking the history of gold? It's freaking boring. You want to throw this book out the window with me?
Okay.
He chucks his book. Psh, glass breaks under the quad below. Oh, I forgot to open the window. Anyway, Tisryn, if there's anything I can do for you, friend, you just let me know. Because I think I've had my head down on the earth in gold and books and everything. I got to put it in the stars, man. Astromundi. What's above? What's the future? What's probable? That's what excites me. I don't care what my uncle says. That's what I'm going to do.
And maybe you can do calisthenics with me in the morning at sunrise?
You got it, friend. You got it. Take a +1 with a relationship point with Mark, who I really need to turn into a full character now.
Mark is the main character.
You also Orchard Twilight makes a really good point in chat. As you throw the books, you hear from below, "Ow! A book hit me!" All right. So, Tisryn, that was your studying phase. Meanwhile, go ahead and make Tuyen. You are studying for performance divinity in the arcane weave. Go ahead and choose an ability check. Explain to me how it applies, and go for a DC 13 ability check.
okay, I'm gonna do performance because I am doing rehearsal, reciting the texts out loud to try to get them to stick in my brain, and I got a dirty 20.
All right, so you have one reroll for your tests, and Rufus for what is it? It's understanding beasts and monsters. Go ahead and give me your studying check and a roll.
I'm gonna do nature.
Okay, go
Check.
ahead and give me a DC 13 nature check.
The 10.
A 10. You do not really grasp the material. You're more used to like understanding the natural world, and what you're realizing is this is really like about biology and almost like the anthropology of monsters, including that cat. So now we have our testing phase. For you, Tuyen, you have taken Performance Divinity and the Arcane Weave by Kirkaboom, who is an Aasimar with this long black hair, pale skin, very quiet, and gives the appearance of sort of brooding and closed off, but sort of over the course of this class reveals herself to be sort of a very intent listener, a deep thinker. And this class is actually like very much about like theoretical concepts, how performance and like contacting like the gods and interacting with the arcane weave works. So for your theoretical final essay on performance and divinity, first I want you to make a DC 13 Arcana check. That will be your first test, and for your second test on this same essay will be a DC 13 religion check. So go ahead and make a DC 13 Arcana check.
Okay. Arcana and then religion. I got a 7.
Okay, so you can use your reroll if you'd like.
Yeah, I'm gonna re-roll.
All right.
Oh, okay. 14 for
14?
Arcana. Then I got 9 for religion.
All right, so you passed. You don't ace the test. You gain a one-time D4 student dice for Arcana. So if you make an Arcana check, you can add one-time D4 Arcana dice. And you also get to know Kirkaboom, who is very much, when it comes to like theoretical concepts of performance, very much in your corner. For the other two, you are taking Understanding Beasts and Monsters with Cress, who you had all interacted with when it came to doing all that other stuff, which we all remember really well. An exhaustive dive into the pathologies, the habits, mindsets, histories of beasts like shambling mounds, purple worms, mimics, gelatinous cubes, gnolls, flumps, and all mirages. Your actual test, first up, is you have to demonstrate in front of the class how to corral an all mirage, which is a rabbit with a unicorn horn. So both of you make DC 13 animal handling checks.
Shit.
Natural 1.
Natural 1. What are my rules if you? I don't think I have a rule if you roll a no, you can't use any re-rolls, but you don't have any, so it doesn't matter.
But it's a total of 4, but natural
1. 15.
15. So, Tisryn, you are trying to sort of corral this Almirage, and you step on it. And it's just like, it's really bad. And everyone's like, he wasn't even paying attention. You know, when in somebody's class, like, they just don't get it? That was you. But Rufus, you are able to sort of like set aside your embarrassment as you try to corral a rabbit and are able to corral this Almirage. Up next, you have to diagram sort of all of the pieces and places where a mimic might be. So go ahead and make a DC 13 Arcana or History check. Oh my gosh.
It's different die.
3.
3. Oh my gosh.
Nat 20 with
Nat 20.
my bink die.
Oh my god. Somebody tell me what rules I made. So this means, Rufus,
Failed.
Yeah.
you have a 1 reroll already banked for your next test. So the reroll you didn't use will carry over, so you'll have 2 rerolls if you pass next time.
Amazing.
You are loving this class. You really feel like it is coming together for you. And your class boon for acing this class is you gain advantage on any animal handling check, history check, arcana check when recalling information about a beast, monster, or aberration.
Okay, I need to write that down. So when it's about
A beast.
About a beast, monster, or aberration.
You have advantage on an animal handling check, a history check, or an arcana check.
History or arcana. Amazing.
You fail, Tisryn. This is just a horrid failure. And actually, a few days later, there's notes outside of your door. Rufus, you actually find that your note is outside of the group dorm as well. There's a note for each of you.
What does my note say?
Tisryn, you open your note and hold on. Actually, let me make sure I know what I'm doing here. Yes. It says, "Dear Tisryn, it has been informed to the Khan Academic Resource Center that you have failed a class. Mm-hmm. You are currently unenrolled from the Flail Snail Cheer Campus Club until further notice. Please see Millie in the Khan Academic Resource Center at your soonest convenience."
I faint.
Oh. Tisryn, are you okay? What happened?
Wake up. Hello.
What's wrong?
I have been removed from the Flail Snail Cheer Squad.
Oh,
failing
buddy. I'm so
class.
sorry. Oh, it's okay. We'll make sure that you ace it next time.
Yeah, we're going to help you study. Were you able to study for it?
No, I helped Mark study for his class.
No,
You helped-
sometimes you have
Who
to
did
help
you help?
yourself
Mark?
first before you help other people.
Mark? Mark? You helped Mark study, who was already kicked out?
Mm-hmm.
Why would you do that?
I told him I would.
But yours was what? Okay, you're going to study with us in the future.
Okay.
There are these two other notes for each of you.
I open it.
Yours is a very sort of brief note telling you that the books you requested are ready for you in the library.
Great.
And Tuyen, there was a note for you as well. You can see that this is a very ornate letter, and it is stamped with the letters. There's like a wax seal with WC.
I open it, very excited.
You read this letter. "Tuyen, me boy, thank ye so much for ye letter. Glad to hear you're making new friends at school, and perhaps learning a thing or two while you're there as well. Have ye been practicing your stagecraft? There's no one better than you at making water dance and sing, me boy. I miss ye greatly, but it warms me heart to know you're out there, learning more of the world than I ever have. With love, your father, Captain W. Crowley, bane of the red-eyed sea and scourge of the ocean of the damned. P.S. I got word from Stefan that he's going to audition for the school play as well. He told me that most of the time they don't let first years audition, but he wormed his way in somehow. If you want to help him with his lines, I'm sure he'd greatly appreciate it."
Stefan.
And with that, I think this is where we will end today's episode.
Bill Seacaster?
I know, right?
Hello.
Just stolen. But you know what? Steal from the best. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for being here. We'll find out what happens next time, friends. Until then, we'll see ya. Go flail snails.
Bye-bye.
Go flail snails.
Bye.